Well, hello, Robert Heffernan with EndoTech. This is Blockchain Vitals, our daily show talking cryptocurrencies. On a little bump. How about the bump in Bitcoin? Nice to see it, but we need follow through, baby. We need a strong. We need some strength here to continue, not just on Monday, right, or Tuesday, but how about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Cryptos never sleep. We can trade them Saturday and Sunday. For me to keep telling the story, and this is the final week of the month. Next week we begin May, so we're going to have that May fractal to talk about. But to fully turn this this semi around and talk a longer term bull market setup, we need the monthly to be in concerted effort along with the daily and the weekly that we've already accomplished. Anyway, that's what I'm looking for, but that's a ways away here. We still have the whole week to go. Let's do the rounds because I need to clarify something. Doing the rounds, my chance to talk about a headline or a tweet, and we got one of each here tonight to talk about, or good morning in Asia, as it's already Asia. Asia, it's always Asia in Asia, but it's morning in Asia. Good morning. Anyway, I had this tweet yesterday, and I have to apologize for completely muffing it up. I read two things yesterday. One was that Tom Lee, a Litecoin, talking about he thinks Bitcoin's on due for a major rally because of the decoupling of price, a correlation between the alts and Bitcoin. And I just assumed that meant that the alts that he was looking at were outperforming Bitcoin. All right. And then I read this article about the surge in volume at the crypto exchanges. And so the way my mind works is, oh, that must follow that course that the alts are outperforming Bitcoin. I started looking at some Bitcoin cross charts and I read them backwards. So I need to retract everything that I started to say yesterday. And that the crypto surge in volume seems to me to be people piling into the Bitcoin boat. And that's where the correlation is leaving as people are jumping onto the Bitcoin train thinking Bitcoin's going to explode and leave the alts behind. Now, Tom Lee doesn't think that's the case. He thinks the decoupling means alts appreciate by a couple 100% in his research. You know what? I'm going to let the chart decide. And right now the charts are showing Bitcoin having strength against most every one of the top 12 that we cover, and I had that completely backwards yesterday, and I apologize. I was wrong once. I thought I was wrong, and I turned out to be. Anyway, my point here is that the crypto-to-crypto volume surge correlating with a stronger-looking Bitcoin chart, and I said this Sunday night that, for me, Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, Litecoin, BNB, XMR Dash, and XTZ all looking much stronger than XRP, XLM, ADA, and Tron, and that's holding true here. And Bitcoin looking stronger than the whole rest of the quadrant as far as I look at charts. Anyway, I wanted to bring that up. A retraction, redaction, and an apology. And let's move on to the next thing here from Omkar. Man, that's a tough one to pronounce. From CoinDesk. Talking about the golden crossover, first time since 2015 that we've had the 50-day moving average cross over the 200-day. You hear it all the time, and for me, that's for sure positive news. All right, you don't have explosive markets without shorter-term moving averages moving over longer-term moving averages. So for sure, that's positive news. The problem I have with this is just a generic, if you buy it here, where are you wrong, all right? Because this moving average crossover can spend a whole lot of time jumping back and forth above and below, depending on the price action. And therefore, it makes a difficult proposition bet for me. I'm not sure where I'm wrong on this one. So I for sure pay attention. This just adds to for me, that adds almost to the fundamental story, even though it's a technical indicator. But it's a longer term technical indicator that is positive for sure for Bitcoin price. How could it not be? Anyway, that's what I'm seeing. This just adds maybe to that bank of reasons why you want to be long Bitcoin for sure. But you still have to mind the momentum and take in your other trading methodologies need to, still be adhered to. All right. Anyway, let's take the vitals. Taking the vitals, my chance to talk about the actual price action going on in the market. And Bitcoin right now trading 55.49, a nice rally. And let's see, right now so as I said, 55.49 at Bitfinex. Daily Upmo 53.79, room to 56. That's actually close to where they made the high today at Bitfinex. It was 56.47. Room to 57.77 now on that third target. So we got some expanding ranges here, meaning expanding targets on the pivot model. And right now, pretty smack dab, actually at just below that low of value, 55.47 is the low of value, fairly small value range, 55.47 to 55.92. But I wouldn't see any reason why we couldn't drift back here a little bit. 53.79 up momentum, and you'll also notice actually, I take that back. I noticed it wrong. Anyway, 53.79. I surely wouldn't want to see them pull back that far, but a lot of times, especially on up moves here, new market participants there, new longs in on this rally. And if I know one thing over the years of trading is that markets love to test people's mettle on how committed they are to a trade. So although I don't anticipate a full pullback to that $53.79, $53.80 level for the up momentum level, it's for surely possible. And especially now, since we are below that value range, just barely, 55.47, as I said, value range low, trading 55.44, now setting up a Pete Stottlemyre value range trade, right? If we trade above 55.47 now here and spend time and volume backed by his measures was 2 consecutive 15-minute brackets, you would have an 80% chance to fill 80% of that value range. Anyway, that's something that I pay attention to for sure. If I'm day trading something, if I am taking a longer term view on a market, not so much, but I understand the importance of value ranges and that type of analysis. All right, that's what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. And of course, still 48.90, pretty far away from here now, is that up-mo level on the weekly. So we're really pushing and making some distance for that, which means if we continue this strength, we're going to continue expanding the potentiality on the weekly chart. And we'll be able to talk some loftier goals than some people have talking. A lot of people talking about 6,200 to 6,400 being where this thing is going to go test. But I think when we talk about that monthly chart at the roll of the month, you're going to see that there's a lot more potential on the monthly charts than that type of level. That's what I'm seeing anyway. Please be disciplined, trade discipline. Thank you for watching on Facebook. Please share if you found any of this information helpful, entertaining, or whatever you want as a reason to share. Please do. We accept all input. Thank you so much for watching on Facebook. All right, let's continue here. And Ether right now trading 169.80 above the center line. I wouldn't be surprised to pull back to test that center line, 169.05 in Ether. But again, we put in value ranges higher than these markets are trading. I wouldn't be surprised to give some of this rally back that we've seen today. And for me, I really want to see it hold these daily momentum levels. I got to tell you, I don't mind a pullback and a test of them. In Ethereum, it's a test of the center line. you just don't want to see a continuing, just downward trend. The other thing that is evident here now, I mean, completely evident, is the leadership that Bitcoin is taking. As you see here, firmly in up momentum, and Ether just trying to hold on to its daily average. XRP, the same thing, trading 3206 XRP. It's actually below its center line. And as I said Sunday night, the weekly in XRP and XLM and ADA and in Tron, they do not look healthy compared to the price action that we're seeing in Bitcoin. So for me, it really tells me with that pump in crypto to crypto exchange volume that there is a lot of money being moved from some of these other lesser coins, even in the top 12. They're hardly alts to me. I mean, alts to me means something much lower on the asset value of these things. These ones are in the top 12, and all of them are losing to Bitcoin. So it shows to me that people are moving money into Bitcoin, and it might be the best place to have your crypto exposure here. All right. EOS trading 512. It's off also. It's actually in lower momentum on the daily. And if you look at these cross charts, they all look fairly similar. Litecoin, hold on, let's jump down here. Litecoin trying to hold its head, but 74.30 now. It's fully in lower. In fact, it's below its lower momentum collar on the daily. And I have moved myself. I've moved out of pretty much everything and into Bitcoin because that's the story that the charts are telling me. All right, and ADA, Tron, no better. XMR trading 68.43. Let's jump down there. XMR 68.43. It's actually holding up above its center line. Relatively healthy comparatively. Dash trading 116.90. Again, it's in lower momentum on the daily. And XTZ, the last one, looking healthier here, 141. Recently in the top 12, but just looking at that in Upmo on the daily, that's 136. And of the coins in the top 12, for sure performing the best against Bitcoin. For my money, it's Bitcoin and XTZ to be holding in these top 12. All right, listen, stay disciplined, trade discipline, mind the mo. I'll be back tomorrow morning for a Market Vital segment. I did my first today. Tomorrow I'll be talking crude oil. And we got explosive markets on the fiat side. We have some possible explosive price action here continuing in the crypto sphere. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow morning, and I will talk to you then. Thank you so much.